Welcome to the Don't Call Me Midlife podcast. Let's get this started. I am so excited for today. It's like we can just vent, right?
We can be us, right? We can be these midlife moms. And the topic today that we are talking about is
crotchety
we don't really know
ladies.
what we're crotchety old ladies, midlife pet peeves, an annoyathon, whatever you want to call it. This is your place, ladies. If you are listening today, if you're listening in your car, just out loud, say what annoys you. Say what is your pet peeve, right?
Yeah.
And
email us and tell us what your pet peeve is, or go into our Instagram DMs.
And let us know, because we would love to know. And I just saw a comedy show this past week that sort of prompted this topic. And I told Nicole about it. I was literally just on the ground laughing. And they're just, talking about fun, really realistic things that sort of annoy us. And sometimes we don't have a place to say it, right? Because we don't want to seem like we're a certain way or we're feeling a certain way. But today, guess what? We're not judgy. We are, and we're not judgy. This is the space to tell us. We're going to talk about everything that annoys us. And I
not just
wait.
like you're a loud chewer, I mean, yes, that's
annoying.
That is annoying, but we're going to dive a little deeper. Some of them may just be regular pet peeves, and some of them may be midlife pet peeves. But someone did make a point that things just bother her more now that she's in midlife, that didn't bother her as much. And so I've got a
1,000%.
whole list from friends.
Okay, wait, what's in your cup? We almost forgot.
Oh, yes.
We were so excited.
I got excitement in my cup. Now I have a, what are they called? Like a golden milk latte, turmeric latte.
Ooh.
So it's just like a little powder with some coconut milk.
I love all your
I'm trying to
drinks.
change it up.
Oh my gosh. I actually have an energy drink because I have a big day today. So I've got a sugar-free Zoa, which I love. Is it Zoa? Z-O-A. This is zero sugar energy drink. This is strawberry watermelon. I love it. It is good. And I think I'm trying to stop a habit of coffee in the afternoon. So this is like my gateway.
Your gateway. So how much coffee did you have this morning?
2 cups. 2 cups.
Okay.
But I think that low acid coffee, Nicole, does not have as much caffeine as regular. Is that true?
I don't know. I mean, it feels like it because I definitely don't ever feel jittery. I never have a stomach ache.
Right. Yes. Check.
And I don't
Those are
crash.
like huge things.
So,
I probably won't drink this whole. I'll drink one of these, like half of it, right? I'm not going to have the whole thing. I have a lot of natural energy because I worked out today, eat healthy. So I'm good. This is just a little push. Okay, so back to the annoyathon. So this also was started because I was talking to Nicole about something that really annoys me, and I hope some of these or all these things resonate with you. And I was telling my husband about it as well. So when you have an appointment, right? It could be an appointment for your kids, an appointment for you. I'll give you the example.
Here she goes, ladies.
A dentist appointment, right?
Yes.
And I have to start this out by saying I don't get annoyed by a lot of things, right? And
I do.
You get annoyed easily?
I do. Okay. I mean, probably more than the average person. You would never know, but.
Right. I have a pretty high threshold for that until it gets to be like enough is enough. So having this dentist appointment, you make the appointment, right? They send you a text right after you make the appointment. They send you a text a month before. They send you email confirmations. Then you have to confirm back that you're going to attend it, even though you've already made the appointment. I mean, it's like I have to confirm over text and email. And this is not just the only dentist appointment that's done this. Like all the appointments lately, it's like, what do you think I'm not going to show up? I mean, I may be late, but I will be there. And I was telling Alex, and he's like, I was getting so riled up, and he's like, I think you're taking this as a personal affront that you think that they think that you won't show up. I'm like, I sort of am, but why do we need all this extra communication about all these? And if you have multiple kids, you're getting like all this junk stuff. Like, whether I show up or not, like that's my consequence. It does not matter. I do not need 10 reminders.
You'll get your $50 office visit. You have my card on file, but I will be there. But I do feel like dentists are the worst out of all.
Okay.
More than doctors, more than like a physical therapist or mental health therapist. Like I don't get as many as I do with a dentist.
Okay, so maybe that's what it is. We've been going to the dentist lately a lot. So that was how this whole thing started. And then, you know what, Nicole and I were like, this is such a good idea for an episode. So we texted our friends, what are your midlife pet peeves? And I swear to God, I opened the floodgates for this one text chain. I think I got 100 texts about this.
That's so
funny.
It was
like...
Yeah. No, I was going to say, you did write some of them down. For those of you watching on YouTube, why don't you pull up that piece of paper?
Okay. So this is my piece of paper. These are my girls. They know who they are. They are my Weston tribe. And they are a bunch of ladies that are high achievers. They have big jobs. They're CMOs. They're lawyers. But they are also really funny, right? I don't consider myself a funny person, but some of the memes they send, some of their comments are like, they're like Nicole, like this like dry sense of humor. And it's like, I just sit there and just watch and laugh because I don't even know if I can participate. So I have probably about 25 things that I'm going to read from, and then we can talk about it. And I know you got some pet peeves too, right?
I did. I do have some down on my paper right here.
Yes.
But most of them are just in my text message thread. So some of them were funny. Some of them there was a lot of crossover, but
yes.
Yeah, I can't wait to dive into these with you.
Okay, let's just dive in. I want to start with one because one of my friends said Alix is not going to like this one, and guess what it is? Making dinner every night. I was like, okay, well then you need to come over to my house. Like, that is so funny. That is definitely not one of my pet peeves. It's one of my joys, and which is why I do what I do. So I like the preface of her knowing me so well that she knew that was not going to be one of mine. So making dinner, I'm sure a lot of ladies out there, yes, that is annoying. We do have to feed our kids. We have to feed ourselves, just in general, eat every day.
I just don't like, on the weekends, like coming up with the breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Like I enjoy cooking. I don't mind coming up with dinner. It does feel a little daunting. It's not a pet peeve, but like when we were home for COVID and I had to be like the person that came, it's like, go get a bowl of cereal. Like we're not doing fancy every meal. Think for yourself.
So funny.
Was that like did you thrive?
I dug into that. I thrived. I dug into that. I was not doing the sourdough starter, but I was like doing a copycat Starbucks lemon loaf. Like, I mean, so I do, but I can see how it can get, that can definitely be an annoyance. I mean, our kids, the good thing about midlife is, guess what? You can go get a cereal. You can make yourself a sandwich. You can,
Yes.
So that is a positive. Okay, listen to this one. I thought this was hilarious, Nicole. 50 is the new 30. Like, no, it's not the new 30. It's 50.
It's not. Yeah.
And we're aging. Like 50 is not the new 20. 50 is not the new anything. 50 is 50. Just like 30 is 30. 20 is 20. 40, 40. Like, why do people feel the need to have to say 50 is the new 30?
Because people are taking better care of themselves and they, look younger than what like our generation. 50-year-olds looked back then. I mean, there's also the introduction to Botox, which this is what brings me to what one of my friends said is gatekeeping it on anything like beauty and health related. Like if you get Botox, just say, I get Botox. There's no way that you're 55 and you don't have one wrinkle. Like it's just
like, own it.
Just own it, yeah. Or like, if you dye your hair, don't. Oh, like
people do that.
Well, this is what one person said, like a gatekeeping, like clothes, like this is so old, I don't remember. Like she's like, yeah, right. You freaking remember where you got that shirt. You just don't want to tell me. So, and then another one was like kind of like diet culture, like people that lose 30 pounds instantly. And they're just like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, I just cut out, Diet Coke and eating after 7 o'clock at night. Like, no, you didn't. Like, you either are taking Ozempic, Optavia, or you've really cut your calorie. Like, you have done something drastic. This wasn't
Right.
like a long term. And if you did it, own it. But like, don't lie. I guess
It's like, let's share with what
Yeah.
we're doing and be honest
Right.
with ourselves. Like
Right.
maybe someone has a really good idea that may work for someone else, but don't
Yeah.
act like you did nothing and you lost 30 pounds. Because guess what? We know that doesn't really happen unless you're doing you know what. So
yes,
that's not okay.
And,
that is
and
just
also
not okay.
also too, maybe somebody wants to get Botox, but they don't know where to go, and they want like word of mouth or like a trust factor. Like going into, like when we interviewed Allie from Renova Med Spa, she said
Yeah.
that it can be very intimidating walking into one of these places. So it's like, share.
Yeah. Share in the wealth.
Don't
share in the
gatekeep.
wealth.
Don't be a gatekeeper.
Don't gatekeep. Speaking of something like that, one of my friends had said people making money off some of these like off menopause, basically like making these menopause teas and making all these things that are supposed to like help menopause. But guess what? It really doesn't. It's just like such a marketing gimmick that we all get sucked in. But it's like, stop.
It's like
Don't do that.
skincare. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it's not really going to work. Maybe it'll work in our mind, but like, no. Let's stop doing that. Let's stop doing that.
Right. Let's be educated. Let's educate ourselves and see what really works.
Totally. Okay, this is one of my things too. It's a pet peeve. It's nothing that anyone else does. It's just something that we have to do is driving at night.
That was one of my...
Really? Oh
yes,
my God. I hate it. Like, why? I mean, I guess I could use it as a pet peeve in that my kids can't drive yet and I have to pick them up because they want to be picked up at like 11 o'clock at night from friends' houses.
Yes.
That would be the pet peeve. But I really just don't like driving at night because my eyes are getting worse and I don't like it at all. It's not.
Yeah,
okay.
it's not good, especially if you have astigmatism, because the glaring
That's what I have.
lights. Yeah, it's hard. And my husband will be like, "What's the matter with you?" I'm like, because I'm like squinting and like leaning forward. I don't like driving in new places.
Okay.
If it's a familiar place, then like I know the road's going to shift this way, but I just don't. I don't like driving in newer places. But no, I like, who wants to leave their house at night when you're
I don't.
in midlife? I don't.
I told my eye doctor about this because I wear contacts. I have astigmatism. I've got to wear reading glasses, all the things. And she's like, well, that's just aging. And I was like, I'm 46 years old. And she's like, well, you could wear these glasses while you're driving at night that look like they're like yellow tinted glasses. I bought them and I was like, these don't work. I can't. Like the glare and all of that. It did not help at all.
That is a pet peeve of mine.
What?
Just aging. Like that's just a part of aging. Yeah. Yeah. Like, well, but I don't want that to be, I don't want that to be the like standard, like it's just aging. Okay. Accept it. Okay. Well, no, it sucks,
Yeah. Right.
Come up with a different phrase.
Okay. Speaking of aging. Okay. This is a good idea. This isn't a pet peeve. This is just an idea that someone had. What if like we still want to have fun, right? And if you want to go out, we like to be home early, right? What about starting a dance club that opens at like 5 o'clock and closes at like 9? She wants to go to a dance club that you can still have fun, but we can still be in bed before midnight.
Wait, this was one of your friends that suggested it?
Yes. It's sort of like the margarita.
Like on vacation?
Yes. Like sort of like we have to start earlier, end earlier, like the margarita truck that's sort of like the ice cream truck that could come to your house, right? And bring you margaritas. Have you seen that idea?
I remember hearing about it in COVID, but I don't know if they actually still do it.
Maybe the pet peeve is that dance clubs don't open up till 10, but if you're not going to a dance club, maybe that's not a real pet peeve.
Right. Right. maybe on vacation,
Yes. Yes. Maybe
like
on
at
vacation.
resorts, a
Yeah.
geriatric resort.
Exactly. The 50 over place.
And they've got an orthopedic surgeon on site for those that may break a hip.
Okay, that's not us. That is not...
It's just part of aging, Alex. It's just a part of aging.
It's just part of aging.
Okay.
Okay, I want some ideas. You're the fashion expert, so I want some opinions of these things, okay? These are things that are pet peeves, right?
Okay.
How come, well, crop tops is obvious, right? We're good with crop tops. What about dresses with sleeves? Like, there's so many sleeveless dresses. There needs to be more cute dresses with sleeves that don't look old lady-ish, right? If you want to hide your arms a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, they're few and far between for sure.
Right. That are cute.
That are cute, yeah. You have to look on Anthropology is going to be your answer.
Okay. So good. We're giving some advice too. What about making a comfortable strapless bra, or just bras in general?
How about bras in general? Yes, I think strapless bras are like just evil. Like, I think if you have the most perky breast, I think a strapless bra would like even bring it down. Like if they were even silicone, like there's nothing.
Right.
Yeah.
How do you do that? Every single one I buy, and I am small chested, that it's even uncomfortable for, I just rather not wear a bra, but I know most people have to wear a bra. So strapless bras, that is a pet peeve. Someone needs to invent one. I know some of my friends that love Kim Kardashian's new company. What is it called?
Skims.
Yeah, they love her bras who are bigger chested. Like those are supposed to be really, really comfortable.
Her pajamas are really comfortable, but I haven't tried her bra. Not that I'm big chested, but
her underwear is really comfortable actually, because I wear hanky panky, but I did buy some of her underwear and it's very comfortable, I have to say.
Oh my god, I hate hanky panky.
Why?
I don't know. I don't like the material.
Oh,
and I find that like you wear not the G string, the thong.
The thong.
Hanky panky, yeah. I don't find the material comfortable back there. I like Soma. It's just softer.
So do you wear?
I don't want to get a rash in my ass.
Do you wear granny panties, or do you wear?
No, I wear thongs. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Here's a question. Do you wear the same underwear to work out as you do like daily life?
Yes. Do you?
No, I don't. That's one of my own personal pet peeves. I have the Lululemon thongs that I wear for working out, and then hanky pankies. So I have two sets.
What is so special about the Lululemon?
I think they're very comfortable. They're very, very comfortable. They make a lot. They make a whole. Do you know they make underwear?
I didn't.
Oh, yes. It is very
teach
comfortable.
us.
Yes,
yeah.
We're learning.
Teach me.
We're giving advice with our Annoyathon too. I love that.
Do they make underwear for those ladies that don't want to wear a G-string?
Yes. Well, is a G-string the same thing as a thong?
Those are different things. I keep saying
right?
G-string. I think G-strings are just
like
that little thin.
I do not own a G-string. Like, what are you talking about?
It is thinner. Yeah. It's literally a string. Yeah, a thong.
Okay. I think I probably had those when I was younger, but not now. Okay. It's not speaking of G-strings. This is totally changing topics, but this is something, and it's more of an advice thing that is given to us midlife moms. Mm-hmm. It is, you should respond calmly to your children. You need to engage them in the behavior and all of this. And it's like,
model the behavior.
Model that, but I think it's like sometimes, you know what? Aren't we allowed to yell? Aren't we allowed to get upset? I mean, I do apologize to my kids after, but, and I blame it on my hormones. I say, mommy has a lot going on in her body, but it's like, maybe you just want to go into a closet and scream. Like, it is okay to have feelings, right? Or no?
100%. And I think it's normal, but like, okay, so last night I made dinner.
Yeah.
And it took a little while because I made a lot. And afterwards, everyone's scattered. Okay.
Uh-huh.
And, my husband worked like, he's still working. He's like almost on like a 2-week stretch. So I get it. He's usually much more helpful, but I was like, hormonal yesterday. And I was just like, I'm like, are you guys serious? My 14-year-old was laying on the couch. My husband was sitting on the chair. They're both on their phones. I'm like, are you guys serious right now? I'm like, you just expect me to like clean up dinner after I was just here for 2 hours? And I like slammed a dish down. I
Good. I like that. I think that's good, Nicole. That's
like,
okay.
I'm like, how do you not notice? And how is it okay for you to just sit there? And my husband just looked at me. I think he was just a little shocked. And then my 14-year-old comes up and he's like, he puts his hands on my shoulders and he's like, Mom, just take a deep breath. He's like, I'm sorry. He's like, I'll help you. Cute. He's like, take a deep breath. I'm like, so, it's also teaching him to help other people. So, because it is.
If we're talking so calmly all the time to them, sometimes I feel like you have to get a little mad to like prove your point, right? Especially with our boys, right?
Absolutely.
Like, it's not like, hey, honey, can you come set the table? Like, that works to a certain extent. And I think we as women always know what's going to go on, which you reminded me of another annoyance. Now I'm getting and thinking of my whole family is when there's stuff on the stairs. Right?
Yes.
And people walk by it. I mean, could it be more obvious? I had to have like a family meeting, be like, listen, if it's on the stairs, it means it needs to go to the top of the stairs. So just drop it up there. I mean, hello.
Yeah. I do that with my, with the garbage. So you guys haven't, obviously you listeners have not been to my home. House. So we have like the main level and then you take the stairs down and that's like, it'll take you to the garage. But I have a railing and I can hang garbage bags from it. And so I'll put the garbage there. And so their kids are coming up and down the stairs all day long. And literally like they have set chores and it's like one person takes the garbage out one day and then the next, they know their rotation. And I'm just like texting them. I'm like, are you serious? How did you not notice this? This has been sitting here. Like, that is a pet peeve of mine. Yes. And the stair thing. I'll leave all their stuff there. Like, how are you just going to walk by it? Yeah.
But then that's going to be a pet peeve for me that their stuff is right there.
Yeah. And I don't want to look at it, but I have to be stubborn and like not do it.
Yes. Okay, Nicole, speaking of phones, here's another pet peeve that I just thought of. What about TikTok and Snapchat? Like,
it's on the list.
What about just, we can't say social media because we do social media. I would say don't take Instagram on there. But I'm saying, I recently, my son, one of my sons, I'm not going to say who it is, didn't have his phone for 5 days. And I think I told you about this. Literally, he was like a different person, right? He was engaging because the phone, and that's who he is, right? But the phone, when they're so occupied by TikTok and Snapchat, it's like they always have to be doing something where if they don't have that, I actually had a conversation with them. And what kind of CRAP are they watching anyways on YouTube or, TikTok?
Yeah, too much. What about the random ceiling shots on Snapchat?
Oh God.
I know it's to keep some streak going, whatever that means. Right. But maybe some midlife parent out there knows what we're talking about. But that was a friend. She's like Snapchat, TikTok, the word Riz, Crocs.
The slang.
Yeah.
That everyone
and God forbid we try to say the slang.
Yeah, no.
It's okay for my son to listen to Rock the Bells on Sirius XM to my old school jams, and that's okay, but I can't get into his, like pop culture stuff.
Well, what about this, Nicole? And this is particular, I know, for you and I, is lately, this is a real pet peeve of mine, how Amazon is sending things in different boxes. Like, literally, I bought something
it's like twice
that
the
was,
size.
yes.
It
And
needs to
they're
be.
sending one thing. Like, I always check that little box, like put
Yeah.
multiple things in a box for less deliveries.
Yeah.
But this was like the box the size of myself. I don't even remember what was in it. And it's like the tiniest thing. I feel like it's just such a waste. And we
Yes.
recycle our boxes, but why do we need to send 10 different packages? Just wait. Just put everything. Nothing is an emergency on Amazon. I mean, come on.
Yes. I don't know. That's weird, especially if you like hit check the box, like for
Right.
probably because there's so many warehouses everywhere, just coming from everywhere.
Yeah. Okay, this is a funny one, and I feel this. When you go out to dinner, and this even for midlife moms, when you order a glass of wine on a menu, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they have an option. I know you're looking at me like, what's she going to say? There's an option of like a 3 or a 4 ounce pour. And you're like,
What?
do I want a shot of wine? No, I want a glass. You know, when you go and they're like, would you like 3, 6, or 9? Right? I'm not saying you always have to get the 9.
3, 6, 9.
3, 6, 9. But why are you doing 3 or 4 ounces of wine? I think it was Paparazzi where I was there, and I was like, why? Like, who drinks 3 ounces of wine? Like, that's
like,
crazy.
Give me how many ounces are in a bottle?
How many? Right, exactly. Alex and I have a lot of debates about how many glasses of wine are in a bottle of wine or a bottle of champagne. We differ on that. So
I say 4. What do you say? It depends on the pour.
Well, obviously, 4. I say 4. He says 6. I'm like, yeah, I don't think so.
Because Alex gets the 3 ounce.
He's
glasses of wine.
He doesn't even drink wine. Oh my gosh. Okay.
That's so funny.
Give me one last one that's one of your favorites.
Oh, gee, there were so many. Well, this was a hot topic, so I want to touch on it. Okay. Birthday gifts. Okay. There's 2 parts to this. Birthday gifts in midlife, like when everybody just gives a gift card. Yeah. Like in a friend group. It's just like one big gift card to your friend. Yeah. Like that was a pet peeve of one of my friends. She's like, why do that? I can, it just what do you mean? Like if we silly.
Have a girls' dinner, you're saying, and you've got a group of like 5 ladies and everyone contributes to like a spa gift card.
Yeah. Or like, she said Visa gift card, but like for like a certain dollar mark to a store. And it's just like, that's the gift that everybody always gets. She's like, just keep your money. I don't need anything. She's like, it doesn't feel genuine. Yes.
Okay.
But there's a follow-up thing to it. So we can't skip that part. Okay.
Okay, I'll tell you real quick, because this could like gift giving is my love language. So
yes, I know.
We don't need to hurt my heart too quick. I just had this recent discussion with friends about this. We have this group of 6 friends, and we do the birthday dinner, right? We do the gift, and I recently said to them, let's do things that people want. Right? Like, let's ask that person. One of my friends, really wanted these sneakers one year. So we all pulled our money together and got the sneakers, right? Like, we're over a Visa gift card. Like that, I agree. Yeah. I agree. That is a pet peeve. I would rather have nothing than a Visa gift card. Right. I'm putting my stake down. Do not give me a Visa gift card. But I also am a lover of gifts. So I really like to spend the time thinking about what people would like. So
we do that. We ask, there's always like one person that's like the designated person to ask because they're the closest, and like one year, one of my friends wanted Botox. And Botox is super expensive. And she's like, if I could just have money towards it, she's like, that would be great. So
wait, I love that idea. That's such a good idea. I keep in my Google Keep, I keep a little list of things that I want because I see them and I forget, like things that I wouldn't buy on my own. Yeah. So I usually send them to my mom or Alex, but yeah.
Send them to your friend group now.
I will. Oh, here's my Google Keep. So what is the part 2? I'm so curious.
Oh, the part 2 is the reasonable amount of time from like said birthday. Let's say like my birthday's May 17th. Like, and then I don't get a birthday gift for like 2 months from this one, person. It's like, oh, I forgot your gift. Oh, I have it. Oh, I'm going to give it to you next time I see you. That was a very big pet peeve of hers. Like how you went on the tangent with the like reminders. That was hers on the birth. She's like, if you can't, she's like, you have a month to give me my birthday present. She's like, and if you don't, she's like, if you don't give it to me by then, she's like, it's like, why even bother? So I thought it was funny. And I was wondering what your thoughts were on, is there a timeline?
I mean, no, but I sort of agree, right? Because we like to celebrate our birthdays and give it, I think giving a gift close to the date is good. But my follow-up question to you is birthday gifts in general, right?
Yeah.
Like, unless you're doing a group dinner, right? Which the birthday gift could be just paying for the dinner, PS, right?
Yeah.
If you're going to a fun dinner and drinks. But what about just like at our age, like do you give friends birthday gifts if you're not doing like some sort of group dinner?
Just certain friends. Certain friends. Yeah. If we're not going to do, I don't know. If it's my friends, no. I'm just going to say no.
You're going to say no.
I'm going to say no.
Because how
if
people
it's,
like
oh, sorry.
Oh, yeah, go.
No, I was going to say if somebody's close to me, then I'm going to want to treat them no matter what. So,
right.
And typically I'll bring like a little something. If we're just like, kind of like friends, surface friends, I'll take you out to lunch, if I can.
Yeah.
If I can't, I will not get a gift. I guess there's like stipulations. But somebody close to me, like my best friend Elena, she lives in New York. I can't take her out to lunch or dinner for her birthday, but of course I always get her a gift,
Yeah.
So
I like that. Okay. I'm just curious, like opinions about birthday gifts or just gifts in general.
Yeah. You're so funny. That wasn't mine, I swear. But no, I do think there's a reasonable amount of time to get somebody a gift, especially if you live close to them.
Yes.
I would have to agree with her, but it is not a pet peeve of mine.
It's not a pet peeve of mine. I think anytime anyone gives me a gift, it's like I'm very appreciative of it. So,
oh yeah, for sure.
I think that's okay. Well, this was so much fun. I feel like we could have like a part 2 of like maybe pet peeves about our husband or our kids, because we tried to really focus on us. But maybe
I don't have any pet peeves of my husband. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, yeah. That could go down a rabbit hole. That could go down a major rabbit hole. But we thank every one of our friends for telling us your pet peeves, because we got a big chuckle out of them.
Yes.
And message us, like Nicole is saying, with your pet peeves, with your annoyance.
We don't name names. We don't name names.
If you need one, there's like zero judgment. So what is your unsolicited advice today, Nicole?
Oh, geez. Don't be annoying. Don't be annoying. No, I really do think it's important to know like the people that you're close with. I think it's important to know their pet peeves.
Oh, really?
I do. Yeah.
That's so
like
funny.
I know one of Jerry's pet peeves, and it drives him crazy, is when people text message and it's like one sentence lines. He's like,
what do you
just write me a paragraph. You don't have to like hit send after every period. Just like,
oh yes, like every sentence is like send. I agree with him on that, although sometimes I do that. I'm a very short texter. I'm not a big paragraph texter.
Yeah, I'm not either. I don't want to if I want to leave a long message, it's usually like voice text, but then I don't ever check my grammar or anything. But
no.
Yeah, so I try not to do that to him. But some of my friends that's how they text, because I don't know, it's like how you speak sometimes. It's like conversation. And he's like, could you please turn your sound off? So like, I know if my one friend's texting, I'll just turn the sound off, I do. I think it's important to know somebody's pet peeves.
Oh my gosh, you just made me think of another annoyance. Is when you're at a girls' dinner and someone they have their phone on my mom does this. I'll use this as an example. Like, she has a sound for everything on her phone, Nicole. Like, she gets a text message. It's not even a ping. It's like a song, right? She gets a call. It's a song. Everything has a sound. But when you're at a girls' dinner and someone has their text on, it's like, I don't know why. It just like totally irks me. And maybe
what if it's for a babysitter?
But I would rather have someone put their phone out and look at it, right? Or just check it every once in a while. Yeah. Or maybe you have them on a different ring. I know people that have like their emergency contacts on a ring, so it'll go through, right? I mean, usually, hopefully a babysitter is going to call you if there's an emergency, not like text you or your husband. But, or if you're, okay, say you're not at a dinner. Okay. I'm just using this in general. You're on a girls trip and it's like, it just pings all the time. I guess my phone is always on silent. So like, I think for me, I don't know what it is.
Is it the sound?
It's just like, we get a million text messages. So why I want to be with you, right? I want to be with this person. And like, I just think it's like, it just keeps on ringing and ringing and ringing. And it's just, I just feel like you lose focus. Right.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Was I like that when you came here?
No. I don't remember your phone ringing. It was the most recent thing was my mom, and I'm literally like, Mom, and she's like, well, I can't hear it or see it, or so I'll just use her as the example. But I think that my advice would be to have a fun dinner with your friends and talk about all these things. Because I actually, if you named like some of my best friends, I actually don't know what annoys them. So now maybe I annoy them. I don't know. I don't think so. I'm like curious everyone's pet peeves. Cause when my friends were sending me the million texts about this, I was like, yeah, I feel you like so hard on some of these things. And I think it feels better. Like, I feel like this was like good therapy for us. Like, I feel like great. I have no annoyances now.
All of that has been lifted. Yeah. And it's nice to know. It's nice to know that like people have some of these crazy pet peeves.
Right.
Well, they're not crazy to them, but right. Like somebody was like, one of my least favorite phrases are must be nice. She's like, I am so sick of hearing must be nice that I just start answering with, yes, it is. Just like, okay.
Okay, we're going to need a part 2, Nicole. Save some of these for the next time. Maybe we'll get a guest on here too. Maybe we'll make it a modern mom date.
Yes.
Oh, this is so good.
I think I know who I would ask.
Okay. Have an awesome day, ladies. Talk to you soon. Bye. Bye-bye.